At the time, I thought he was trying to kill me. He put a pillow over my head and smothered me.
At just 12 years old, Tim Lennon says he was raped by Father Peter Murphy after the priest joined the Blessed Sacrament Parish in 1960.
That sadness or depression, anger, they don't leave.
Lennon, who's lived in California for years, was one of 12 in an Irish Catholic family. His sister, Kathy Frisch, who lives in Dakota Dunes, says there was always something different about her brother.
I do see things that he went through in high school. He's pretty reclusive at times. I mean, it isn't that he didn't have friends. He did go out, but it just didn't seem like things were always, he didn't seem like he was happy.
Lennon believes it was his twin daughters turning 12 a few years ago, the same age he says he was molested, that the memories started resurfacing, long after Father Murphy passed away in 1980. It was through newspaper ads Lennon posted in Father Murphy's previous parish locations. Lennon says he learned he wasn't the only one.
I had 4 people come forward talking about reports of him abusing other children or themselves. And that they reported to church authorities, and that my abuse could have stopped if the church had removed him from ministry, reported him to the police. And what the church did is send him to Sioux City.
Nearly a decade ago, Lennon says he reached out to the Diocese of Sioux City to tell them about the alleged abuse. And in April, he and one of his 17-year-old daughters met face-to-face with Bishop R. Walker Nicholas in Sioux City.
I took the personal apology of Bishop Nicholas as sincere.
Lennon feels the meeting overall was successful, but his daughter does not. Fiona Lennon says she sent this letter to Bishop Nicholas to address her concerns. She says, "Despite your gracious invitation, I found the tone of the meeting very condescending, and your corrupt institution killed my father, the man he could have been, who he should have been." In a statement, the diocese says, in part, the diocese is continuing to work with Mr. Lennon addressing several issues. A notice has been made in the diocesan newspaper requesting information concerning Father Murphy. A similar request is being made in the bulletins of the parishes where he served. Lennon says his work isn't finished. He is now a leader in the California branch of SNAP, the survivors network of those abused by priests. He tells us he won't stop until all credible allegations of abuse by priests in the Sioux City Diocese Church are made public.
In 2004, the Diocese of Sioux City said that there was 10 clergy that they knew were abusers, except in public knowledge we only know of 7. And I asked the bishop that the other 3 that they know about, or at least admit to knowing about, that their names also be known.
Lennon says he's working with the Woodbury County's Attorney's Office to make sure those victim stories are heard. However, so far we've received no response from the county attorney about Lennon's efforts. The Diocese of Sioux City is encouraging anyone who believes they've been abused to come forward. They are working with the Victim Assistance Coordinator at Mercy Medical Center to make sure each victim is heard. If you have any information or feel you are a victim, we have that contact information in this story on our website, SiouxLandNews.com.